I never know how the Spirit of the Lord is going to lead me on these things. And I was trying to rush through this last podcast to get her done. And the Lord spoke to me. He said, "Sit down there and finish this off." And first time that I ever had a vision, it was outside of Lethbridge, Alberta. It was open vision back in October of 1985, and there's another older brother in the Lord. We were hiding out from the group, and this group that we kind of escaped from with our lives from Winnipeg, and these were people that actually sacrifice people. They'll pull your heart out and things like that. So God made a way to kind of recuperate on this farm, and we were helping the people there to get moved into their new house. The new house needed some work to be done, and I remember I was shown a vision about building a cross, and this is it was October 85, and Alberta gets cold, and anyway, I knew that as far as time-wise, I was supposed to be on the road and sometime in the early part of January 1986, and to walk to Expo and take this cross mission to Expo. Prior to that, well, I guess we have to go back to 1981, where I was working in the Fraser Valley and actually got the mill shut down and had time on my hands, and I came to Vancouver to see my dad, and he was gone, wasn't home yet. So shortly after, Terry Fox, and Terry Fox, he inspired a lot of people and did a lot of good. And I remember being in this restaurant, and I was still inspired. I had this inspired thought about doing something for people. And at the time, I was just into skateboarding for about 6 months, and I just took me a week to stand on it. But after that, I was chasing down buses. And I remember talking to this lady, and this older lady, asked her, what would you do if you're going to do good? And she said, well, maybe support the mentally handicapped. And so that put a vision in my mind, and I remember talking to the press in Vancouver in August, and I said, well, by the 8th of August, I'm going to leave Jericho Beach and head across to St. John's, Newfoundland. And my dad told me I was right out to lunch. Well, 2 years later, I did finish. Went over the mountains and across the prairies, made it to Thunder Bay that Christmas, and I had to shut down because of the ice, and restarted the game. But I've seen the hearts of many people open up. I've seen God go before me and like prepare the way, and so I have had a little taste of visions or of missions in the past. And there's another time back in about this time in 1984 in Prince George, BC, that I was getting ready to winter down there, and I had another vision about riding a bike. I was actually riding home at night. I had an open vision. I seen the back of my bike with all these signs taking a stand against abortion and for the unborn, in support of the unborn. So I says, okay, God, if this is you'll confirm it. I need 3 confirmations. Got the confirmations and left in pouring rain. I made it to Thunder Bay that same year in 1984, Christmas of '84. Spent 67 days on the road, and I would come into a town and the sun would be going down. No contacts, nowhere to stay, but the Lord put a knowing in my spirit, and I would open up a phone book and I would see a name, or I'd walk by and I'd see that house right there. It was really incredible. Like when the Lord puts a knowing in you, you know. And this is kind of what it's like now. I know that God's called me on a mission, and the last mission on this island was 4 years ago up on the north end, and where it went on a short walk from Port Hardy down to Campbell River, warning people to get ready. And there's one night there, there's a shaker in Port Hardy, not Port Hardy, maybe a little bit further this way. And God let me feel the hearts of the people. They were shaking out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, and God let me feel their hearts. And they repented for a little bit, a few minutes, and after that they went back to being themselves. And I felt God's heart on that, and He was angry. And that anger just welled up inside of me. It wasn't my anger; it was His anger. And I remember, He said, "Go out and pick up a piece of wood and use it as a staff." And I took that piece of wood and I says, "Lord, I'm asking you, if I'm supposed to be on this road warning people, that you'll confirm it with a 6.4 earthquake and do it within 24 hours." And it happened, within 24 hours. That 6.4 happened, and the camp that we were in cleared out. And so, I have experienced a little bit of power and authority in the Spirit, but I do know when the Lord has called me to a mission, and this is one of those times. So you people out there, especially on Vancouver Island and on the cities of the West Coast, you better take heed, because the clock is ticking and the time will come. And if you don't take action now, you're going to be dead in the water. And so you better take action. And God has put me here to help you prepare. And He's given me the technology, the ultimate survival tool, to where you could, once you're set up, you could survive anywhere on the planet. It doesn't matter. And unlimited heat and unlimited energy is the tools that you need to, if you want to be unplugged from the system. So it's there, and it's God's gift that He's put in me to give to you, to work with those who want to secure their lives and their family, and to retain their freedom, right? And like I was saying before, 2012 is coming, and it's a good chance we're entering into the 7 last years. And the economy is going down. It's taking a shaking in divisions. I saw the middle class gone, and middle class right now is about to slide. So I know we have between now and spring, at least, maybe more, maybe to 2010, I don't know. At least between now and spring. So you better count the cost, because things are going to speed up. Okay, that's it.